Welcome to the Hot Mess Cosmic Express, where we talk about the stars, shuffle a few cards, and never pretend to have our shit together.
So have you ever, when you talk about like the different poles, right? So for everything that you have, there's an opposite, right? So you've got from I'm dirt poor all the way up to I'm, filthy rich. So there's like those two extremes, right?
Right.
There's an infinite number of levels or degrees within each one of those extremes. Okay. What have you ever heard of mental alchemy? No?
No.
No? Okay. So I'm going to teach you a trick. Okay, this is going to be fun. So it's basically kind of what we were speaking about, I know, before we hit record. But so what it is just as I just explained it to you. So if you think about some people think about it like a thermometer, some people think about it as like two poles. But if you think about it, we'll do it with between wealth and prosperity because everybody wants a little bit of money. So if you can envision, and you don't have to close your eyes right now, but if you can envision a pole, right? So we're at the very, very bottom. We've got a big ball down there at the bottom. And at the bottom, that is like, I have no money. I've lost my house. I mean, there's nothing, right? I have not a penny to my name. Actually, I should say the poorest you've ever been, right? The eating ramen noodles, digging change out of the change jar for gas money, right? There's that. But then at the top of that, I want you to think about a time where you had more money than, it was good, right? You didn't worry about money and you were just at the top of the world. And so you think about all the different levels that are in there. So if you can consciously identify right now between those two poles where you are at right now, between I have no money versus I have more money than I know what to do with, all my bills are paid, it's all awesome. If you can envision on that level where you're at, right? So you can pick a spot and see where you're at. And then if you can, with your mind, visualize that lever moving up, even if it's just one notch, right? Even if it's just 1 degree if you're looking at a thermometer. But if you can just imagine this is where I am and just stop and stare for a second and be like, all right, and you know what? I can see that my prosperity, my level is going up, right? I can see it go up. I've literally just raised my vibration in that aspect, and that's mental alchemy. And that works for anything. That can, the best thing, I use prosperity as an example, but I'm going to tell you what, it works wonders for dealing with difficult people. So by going in, and I tested this because I was stuck with substitute teaching for the kindergarten class last year, which mortified me, right? Because you have 54 little excited little minds, right? And I'm like, I'm not qualified to do this, you little fellas. But the first 2 times that I subbed, I came home and cried because they were overwhelming me. And I started thinking, okay, wait a minute. If I can envision a better relationship and me in a better place when I'm dealing with them than where I'm at now, because I definitely can see where I'm at, right? I know where I'm at. I'm upset, right? If I can just envision this just up, and there was just a few of the kids, right? I'm like, just with blankety, 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 blank. And I always close my eyes and usually just kind of, and I'm like, I can just raise it up 1 notch. It's like, okay, there it goes. I can see it move up, right? I can physically see it move up in my eyes, or in my mind. And so, and lo and behold, after that, I got through the 3rd day and it was not a mess, but I went straight in and told the principal, I'm like, please don't make me do that again. But it worked. It had nothing to do, it's just like it was almost like a visualization to set my intention for that. So I just challenge anybody to try that because it does work. It really does. And it's called you can call it mental alchemy. If you want to look up some information like Hermes Trismegistus, I am no way, shape, or form an expert in this, but he is I think there may be a little bit of a debate, and I really shouldn't talk about this because I'm talking way off my head here, so I'm just going to stop. There's a book that I read called Divine Magic, and it's by a gal by the name of Doreen Virtue. It's a very small little book. And she kind of takes this Hermes Trismegistus, he wrote what's called the Kabbalion. And the Kabbalion is a set of kind of 7 rules all about setting your mental state. And it's all about these are people that perform miracles. Like when you're like, I don't understand how that happens. These are people that are, it's all about focusing your mental state on something so laser focused that you can defy gravity, that people can lift cars, people heal themselves, right? That we all know somebody's like, no, I healed myself through my thoughts. That's all of this from this Hermes Trismegistus in the Kabbalion, which is back like ancient Egypt, like whoo, whoo, whoo. The book Divine Magic by Doreen Virtue, she breaks it down into kind of that control panel scenario that I was talking about, or that 2 poles thing. And she really kind of puts her own spin on those 7 principles. And again, I do not follow any one religion, right? So I am a webbing. I chose a long time ago that my faith is a blend of a lot of different ones. She does talk a lot about this, the all, and I'm not necessarily touting that that's, the best thing, but what she does talk about and the tricks and the tips that she uses to help you tap into that energy, you can use that for anything in your life. You can use that to help with your psychic skills. I see myself now, I'm doing this. You know what? I want to see myself in 2 years doing this. You can, and this is how we manifest. This is law of attraction. This is mental alchemy. Awesome thing about that book, and we are not getting any kind of payment off of any of this. This is no affiliation, but in the back of that book is a code. It's published by Hay House. And on the back of that book, there is an e-download code that you can listen to Doreen Virtue pretty much walk you through the same book. And she gives you, along with that, where she talks about those 7 principles, she also goes into and gives you like little bitty, whether it's an affirmation, it may meant to be a meditation. When I am in manifesting mode, I listen to that 45-minute loop from the minute I get up until the minute I go to bed. Like every chance I get, that is just playing, because it's all about setting my mind. And she does that. So if anybody's really interested in learning more about like mental alchemy or Hermes Trismegistus or like the Kabbalion and the true, like, to me, when I first read the book, I thought, holy shit, this is like the beginning of the law of attraction, because the law of attraction is all about like energy attracts like energy.
Right.
And I really wish this was really an impromptu conversation. Shame on me, because I listened to it all day long. So you'd think I could just like recite all of this by my head. But I love the music. I just can't recommend it enough. But it's something that I would definitely recommend if you're trying to kind of manifest or do anything, is to look more into that, and just try that simple trick tomorrow. Try it with anything. If you can't fucking cook, try it with cooking dinner. Just imagine the brownies coming out of the thing, just not so burnt. See if it doesn't work. I mean, it's just, it's, that's the magic. When we talk about feel the magic,
Right.
motherfuckers, right? That's the magic. And it's, spell casting, the power of prayer. It's all the same thing. Mental. Right? When we talk about like casting a spell, it's raising mental energy. When people have collective spells or collective prayers, and prayer saves people, it's the same thing. It's collective energy. And if you can learn how to focus that through like mental alchemy and the law of attraction, fudge sickles, man, that's the secret. That is, when I say that the secret works, that's the secret. That's it. It's, and they write about this in quantum physics. I mean, it is well known, and it's been known since, like I said, ancient Egypt. And this is the key. That's the key to manifesting, is that whole, if you can envision it, and right there, that little trick I gave you, that will help you just exponentially.
I'm going to try the trick, and I'm going to look up the book so I can read it.
Now I'll tell you, I read the book, and actually I think I loaned it out to a customer, and I don't think I ever got it back, which is okay because I have the download code. I like to listen to things over and over and over again. And I'm telling you what, it really is. It's amazing when she talks about and explains it. And I was like, poof, like mind blown, because I thought, holy crap balls, this is literally the the beginning of the law of attraction. Like, I've read The Secret and I've done all this research and I manifest like a crazy lady and I love it. But I just always knew that it was just the law of attraction. It's one of the universal laws, law of physics, law of attraction. It's all right there. I
Right.
did not know where it came from. Now, this doesn't specifically say that that's where it came from, but if you know the principles of the law of attraction, it's like, holy macaroni. So, I mean, I even I bought the book, The Kabbalion. It's like a little bitty, tiny little book, and it just goes through these 7 little principles of setting your mind. And it's so, when you read it and you hear even just the way she does it, I'm not joking. I tell you, it's actually very easy. It just takes a lot of discipline to do. But when you hear it, it's like, okay, so I'm just going to close my eyes and lift the line up 1 notch. Yeah, it seriously is that easy, because if you do that, guess what? You just manifested. So you're
Well,
already,
it's pretty much you're training your mind to see that it's possible because you just saw it move. So it's
yes,
possible for them to go this level to this level. So now you've just like flipped a switch in your mind instead of saying, "Oh, I can't I can't do it." You just saw it happen in your head.
right.
So now you can make it happen.
And that's a really good point, because I am a terrible visualizer. So from being, involved in Wicca from way back in the day, one of the very first things they ever talk about is visualizing, right? Close your eyes and envision the apple and all of these other things. And I've always struggled with that. And so when we talk about manifesting, it's always like, close your eyes and visualize. What's it going to feel like to hit the lottery? Okay, well, I can see like the beach and stuff like that, and kind of put, oh look, there's that pool guy. Oh, he's wearing a swimming suit that is way too small, and I like a lot. I like this a lot. Um, so I can see certain aspects of it, but as you can see, I immediately go squirrel, and I'm off to something else, and I'm not having that concentrated energy. But when I do it in a line and I can see what does it feel like, and I can see it going up the line, it makes visualizing, it changes the whole game. I mean, because I struggle to, I'm one of those people, when I walk into a clothing store, I will look at a mannequin and be like, okay, I'll take that, right? Or if I see a shirt, I'm
Because
like,
you
okay, let
can't
me look
see
it
like
up
putting
online.
stuff together.
Yeah, I'm terrible at that. So for me, when it came to manifesting, and every manifesting, I mean, that is one of the keys to successful manifesting, is you have to be able to see it, because like they'd say, if you can see it, you can believe it. If you can believe it, you can achieve it, right? But seeing it was always difficult for me, and I could never figure out why I was still manifesting. But then I kept remembering that I kept seeing this damn pull in my mind. And I thought, well, that's you visualizing it, you big dummy. And so that is like a Virgo, someone who has very little, I have a creativity out the wazoo, but it struggles to come out in certain ways. That's a really great way to do it. Yeah. And like you said, you just saw it happen. And when I did it with those kindergartners, I've done it with coworkers. I mean, just in your car right before you go to work, think of Debbie from accounting or whoever it is that's pissing you off, and just be like, you know what? I just see that today my relationship with that person is just going to go up 1 notch. And just, I tell you what, whether you interact with them or not, it's going to be such a better day with them. It's fucking magical. So, and hopefully anybody listening will come back and let me know if that actually worked, because it changed my life. And like you said, the hard part is you forget that it's there, or you forget to do it on a regular basis. And it's, like you said, training takes work,
Great
right?
advice.
But everything takes work. I mean, shit, you can't even win the lottery unless you go out and buy a ticket.
Very true. Very true.
So, why not use that little trick? So, yeah, this is a little tip there. Just wanted to share that with everybody.